Hey, what's up, guys? Happy Friday. Today is October the 4th. Me and one of my students, Jason, we're in Suwanee, Georgia. We just came from doing a consultation in Beaufort. Client found me. She's gonna go with the screen recoat and UV cure because she has a big Labrador Retriever. But this job that we're about to do now, I never came and looked at it. The client sent me pictures. He told me what he wanted after watching my videos. And even my consultation that I came from, she said, Courtney, because of your online presence, I did not look anywhere else. I called you and you're the one that I'm going with. So this client that we're doing now, he said the same thing. He said, I watched your videos. I love the process. And we're about to do a screen and recoat on engineered floors with satin finish. So let me show you guys what we're going to be doing today, and then once we get the finish down here, we're going to go do another consultation in Johns Creek, Alpharetta, and then we'll come back and do the walkthrough with the client. So let me flip this around. All right, guys, so we're in Suwanee, Georgia. There's my guy Jason. All right, so he was one of these students with me yesterday. We did that for in Liburn that came out so well. So guys, again, we have a engineered floor. Usually in Georgia, just like my house is just almost the same layout. It's on a concrete slab. 95% of the time, unless there was some type of special modification with the baseboards, you're going to have an engineered floor. And people always say, well, Courtney, what's the difference between engineered? You know, people say it's fake wood. It's not fake wood. It's depending on the veneer. It is a consistent piece of wood, and then it might have 3 or 4 other layers of wood, just really just like compressed wood or a bunch of scrap wood that holds it together, and they glue it down to the concrete. So one of the things that keeps me very busy with engineered floors is the cost of just removing this floor can cost you $3-4 a square foot, because they have to scrape it off the concrete, basically turn your house into like a demolition project, which it will be, and then they have to grind the concrete down to remove all that glue substance, then put a new floor down. All right, so this is why engineered floors is very popular with my my process. So we're going to be doing this area right here, guys. If you see, the floors are really cloudy. Okay, got some residue going on, not a lot where we have to do a wax removal. This little area right here, and then we're going to flow into this nice beautiful living room area. Now look at this. This is where you can tell when clients had like a rug. You see the difference? I'm gonna zoom in from here, and I'm gonna come and see that. So that's how the floor should look, and that's what gives homeowners an indication like, hey, something's going on with my floor, you know, because this is covered up with the rug. So you can see that it's just so foggy, and it got just a little slight residue. So we're gonna be doing this sunroom area right here. Then turn around, flows into the kitchen around the island. Client got all the furniture moved off the floors for us, and that's what I ask my clients. Make sure the furniture is moved off the floors. You know, we might have a pantry. Yep, we're gonna do here. So anytime clients clear out pantries, little closets, I just throw them in. Sometimes I don't even measure them. And yeah, guys, and also too, I had a screen of recoat with UV cure come through today. They actually added it because they have big dogs. I did the consultation like 4 months ago, and the husband called me this morning and said, Courtney, we are ready to move forward with our project. So guys, we're about to get started. Me and Jason come back and show you some results. Stay tuned. All right, guys. So what we had to do when I was screening the floor, I noticed some residue getting on my screens. And those screens that I use are not cheap at all. And they can get clogged up really fast with residue, wax buildup. And this is why, you know, even sanding guys sometimes will turn down jobs if there's too much wax on the floor, because they'll clog up their sandpaper. So what I decided to do was just go ahead and thoroughly clean these floors. After talking with my client, found out they had been using Murphy's Oil Soap and Fabuloso. Now guys, Murphy's Oil Soap and Fabuloso does not create a wax buildup like you see in some of my videos, but what they do create is residue, all right? Because they're so high in pH, and even I'm surprised that they even sell those products. Like I know Murphy's Oil Soap, and you can Google it yourself, it's a pH of 11. Guys, that's very high, which means you need almost an acidic, okay? Because it's just the way of the chemistry of the pH scale. You have acidic at a certain, number, you have neutral at a certain number, and you have alkaline. When you're into those, I'm gonna say probably like 8.5s, 8s and up, you're into the alkaline. And that alkaline increases 100 times each number. So 11 and the stopping number is usually about 13. 11 is very, very high. So if you have an issue where your floors look cloudy, they look foggy, that you're noticing a lot of footprints, no matter what you do, and you just saw me dump that water, because those products are basically still they're still on the floor. Have you ever took a shower and you got out and you might have missed a spot with the soap, and then you see that residue on your on your skin? Well, those products are the same way. So when you're cleaning your floors with those high alkaline products, you're not taking those products off the floor, and especially with mopping. Okay, so what it's going to do over time, people are going to keep using them, and the situation is going to get worse. And I'm gonna zoom in just to kind of show you, so you can see we've already cleaned all of this. Okay, now let's turn around. Look at that. Look when I zoom in. You see the difference? Look how the floors are just so cloudy. Okay. And look right there, you can actually see the floor now, okay? This is a nice clean floor, and it's clean because I removed all of that residue off the floor, all right? So that's why I educate my clients, not only in the videos, but also when I'm in their home, so they don't have this issue again. Actually, I'm gonna call my client down just to show him, hey, see? I think he's on the phone. He works from home. But yeah, he saw what we was doing. So guys, again, that is, look at that. Look straight back. That is, wow. All right. All right, guys. Yep, those products, I'm telling you, those products that people get off their floor, to clean their floors, they will cause a lot of issues with your floors. But Truman can help you. All right, guys, stay tuned. Come look at your floor now, just by removing all that Murphy's Oil Soap.
Come and see the floor.
This is just removing all that residue, that Murphy's Oil Soap and Fabuloso. Yeah. Look at the difference. You can actually see the floor now. Yeah. And look straight back. See how, yep. Yeah. See how it looks really cloudy? Again, that Murphy's Oil Soap, it just keeps building up. And how you doing? And it causes a, so it's not wax, but it's residue because it's so high in pH. Okay. So that's why I say it's best for me to clean the floor first. And look at this.
Okay. Difference between that.
Okay.
And here. Whatever it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
All that's Murphy's Oil Soap.
That one has to be done yet, right?
Yeah, we about to do this now.
Okay.
Then we're going to screen it and then recoat it. Okay. So it did prolong the process, but this is what we have to do. So yeah. Okay. Yep. All right. All right, guys. Thank you. We finally got these floors clean, residue free, wet screen. We wet screened these floors because there was so much residue on it. It was clogging up our screens and also our pads. So we wet screened them, cleaned them again, did some light color correction. Now we're about to put the poly down. And as you can see, guys, these floors are really dulled out. So we're gonna get some good finish on here. I'm gonna go with a satin finish, request of the clients. And but yeah, man, we finally got these floors residue free. A good way to indicate if I'm walking around, making sure my feet don't feel sticky, and make sure there's no residue. But this floor is gonna look really, really, really good once we get that finish down. I'm gonna bump this air up to 71, so 68 right now. Just help the finish, not the finish, I'm sorry, the cleaner dry faster. But anytime we put the finish down, always turn the air off or turn it, hold on, up. Yeah, turn it down, okay? So anyway, guys, now time to get the finish down, and then we're gonna go do a consultation. And wow, I had a screen and recoat with UV cure to come in for next Friday. So I think that gives me 4 jobs so far for next Friday. Tomorrow I have 5 consultations. I got 1 more today. And yeah, it's pretty busy, guys. So anyway, we're about to get started. Gonna let Jason roll in about 10-15 minutes. Once this dries out, stay tuned. Nice. All right, guys, we just got back. My client was doing the walkthrough, and he is very, very, very happy with the results. I just went and did a consultation for a commercial property that's in Johns Creek, which is about 20 minutes from here. They need the floors done ASAP, engineered floors just like this, but it's lighter. He was quoted 20 grand to replace the floors, and he said, Courtney, I am not trying to drop that type of money right now. So I'm gonna go in there and screen and recoat the floors for them Sunday, okay? So I will be out Sunday. Tomorrow, I just got estimates all day tomorrow. 5 consultations tomorrow. Next week is already looking good. But anyway, guys, back to these floors. Look at these floors now, nice and natural, got that nice satin look on them. Great 2-component finish. Like I said, if it's not the UV, it's the 2-component. 2-component is gonna give you some really good superior protection, great adhesion, and also it's gonna, give you about a good 5 to 7 years, depending on the wear and how you take care of it. And I do teach my clients how to care for their floors. And like I like to explain, because remember, guys, I just started doing the UV this year. I do not use 1 components. I only use 2 components. So you got a 1 component, 2 components, oil-based, and I don't use anything oil-based, and you got the UV. The 2 component is like your Mercedes, top of the line, and your UV is going to be like your Maybach, or your Rolls Royce. So I don't use cheap finishes. I don't use, I like to give my clients the best, because my clients pay me very well for my services. And in exchange, I want to give them the best services as possible. So again, guys, floors came out great. Shout out to my student, Jason, again, for coming out and learning some things. And Jason said, wow. So yeah, guys, beautiful floor. You can remember we came in, and this floor is just, you can see the rug. You don't see the outline anymore. So we removed all the residue from the floor, screened it, wet screened it, to make sure this floor was residue free. Vacuumed it, did a little touch up, had a little few areas where we did a little color correction, nothing major, and topped it off with a 2-component finish. And my client can start moving his furniture back tomorrow. All right, guys. Well, actually, I have 1 more consultation today, so I'm going to end up doing 3 consultations today. So I've already done 2. Job well done. Thanks again. See you in the next one.